here for you guys and oil it and put it back together. Basically, my Ar15, you know, 16-inch barrel. Just so you know, this is New York State legal. A lot of people be like, oh, you can have a gun in New York State. You can have a gun in New York State. You can have a gun in New York State, but it has to be legal. It has to be a fixed magazine, which means that the magazine cannot come out. You cannot release this magazine no matter what you do. Also, it has to be a 16-inch barrel. It has to be 16 inches. It can't be shorter than that. There are shorter rifles that you cannot have unless you have, what do you want to say? I guess a pistol license. You can have features on it because of it has a fixed magazine. Now, if you didn't have a fixed magazine and you can release it, then you wouldn't be able to have like a stock. You wouldn't be able to have a pistol grip. You wouldn't be able to have the attachments or anything like that on it. Today we went to the range and actually shot a couple times. Actually, sighted in my red dot in my sights, my mountain sights. I have a magnifier, but I took the magnifier off because the magnifier is easy to take off. These actually, I tightened them and I sighted them in and I don't want to mess them up. We hit Joe a couple times actually. It was actually a good time at the range. It was a nice range we went to. To be honest, it wasn't crowded. I think I would go back to that range again. I've been to another range before, and that range was actually great. There was pistols, and there was long rifles. There were different areas you can go to, and you can shoot. Actually, the thing that just fell actually is my dummy rounds. I have dummy rounds that you can actually load into the Ar15 if you want to, like, you know, do malfunctioning problems and different things like that. Here we go. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take that apart and put it back together. Basically, my takedown pin. That's one. And that's two. There you go. That's my upper receiver. And this is the lower receiver. And with the upper receiver, in order to clean it, you have to take out the BCG, which is basically the bolt carrier group, and the charging handle. So, taking out the bolt carrier group, basically this is it. And this is the charging handle. And this is the upper receiver, basically. And when I actually clean out my gun, I use paper towels. I don't know what everybody else uses, but it works great for me. And basically all I'm gonna do is just wipe out the inside where there's excess oil, you know, because the oil builds up and gets black and dirty inside. I'm just gonna wipe that out. And this is just because I went to the range today and I went to the range yesterday. So it's always good to clean your gun, you know. When you don't clean your gun it has malfunctioning problems, and you don't want that. And all these people talk about they shoot guns, but when you shoot guns, you gotta know how to take your gun apart and put it back together. If you can't do that, then what good is your gun once it's messed up, you know? Once something happens, your gun's gonna jam, and you don't want your gun to jam. So always clean your gun. Basically, that's it for the upper receiver. And we'll wipe down a BCG. Basically. Nothing special, just basic. I'm wiping down the charging handle, basically. And I usually don't mess with the lower receiver, but you can wipe down the inside a little bit if you see excess grease anywhere, you know. But usually it's not too much, nothing too crazy, you know? But that's basically it. And I have this oil, it's a lubricating oil, it's actually gun and fishing real oil. And it works for both. So me basically, I'll just pop it open and take a couple dabs and I'll just drop it in there. And this is an upper receiver, so this is where the BCG goes, the bolt carrier group. And I'll just drop a couple of drops in there. going to use a napkin to wipe it in. A couple more drops. And basically, make sure that the BCG actually has oil on it too, also, because you want to make sure that it's oil so that it goes through the upper receiver very like smoothly. Ooh, nice catch, right, guys? And you just wipe it, basically. Gets a little messy a little bit though, but it works. And my charging handle, you do not have to oil the charging handle at all. Basically, you just put it back in there. So this is how I would do it. I'm gonna take my charging handle and I'm gonna put it back in here. And there's like a groove that you fit it in, and it slides. Basically, hold up. Just having difficulties right here. There you go. And there you go. Once you get in, it goes smoothly. But sooner or later, I'm gonna say because it's kind of new, that's why I didn't go all the way in, but you'll get it in. Once you get your charging handle in, then you get your BCG. As long as it's oiled up, and you just slide it right in there, and it should just click back, just like that. And that's your upper receiver. In order to put your lower receiver back with your upper receiver, and I'm actually gonna load it up with my dummy rounds. I have 5 of them, just so we know that it's functioning very well. Basically. And my first takedown pin is in. And then you put your second takedown pin. And basically that's it. And now your gun should be fine and functioning very well. Now you're loaded. You can take a shot. And there you go. And we're empty. Bye. Thank you for watching.